It is Staci and Hutch Say Too Much from O'Shaughnessy Distilling Company. How's everybody doing?
Hey!
We are here doing our podcast live, Mental Health Awareness Day, and we are celebrating with a lot of our Stutchies. Can I call you guys Stutchies? Yeah!
I don't know if they like it.
Oh, right. They like it because we gave them tickets here. That's why they like it.
The first time we're doing it in front of a live audience, so it feels very weird.
Third time. State Fair, we did.
Oh, yeah, we did do it, but people weren't really looking at us. It was raining.
Yeah, this is a little awkward for us.
Yeah, and so welcome.
Of course, mental health awareness. We're celebrating here, like I said, at O'Shaughnessy. Want to thank, by the way, Mattress Galaxy for bringing you Staci and Hutch Say Too Much. Our first guest is none other. Big round of applause, Patrick Roan from Mental Health Awareness, Mental Health Minnesota, board president.
Yeah, thank you.
You have an interesting journey on how you became board president and kind of your life. So let's just start from the very beginning. What is mental health to you and why are you involved?
So one of the things I like to remind people of is that mental health is important for everybody, not just those of us who are mental illness survivors. And that's what I like to say, in the same way that you have cancer survivors. The truth of the matter is that mental illness kills people on the daily basis, right? And I think we all know of somebody or a celebrity or somebody who has actually succumbed to mental illness. And so it's important to remember that, right? And it's important to remember as well that mental health is important for everybody, that if you have a mind, you have a reason to care about mental health. Mental illness is something that touches almost everybody at some point in your life. And it may not be, say, a full-blown crisis or a regular sort of thing that you live with. Maybe something bad happened and you're having a down day, or you lost a family member, your mom died, what have you. Those are times when you yourself are dealing with a mental illness and working on your mental health. So I like to think of it in a very broad context, not just a kind of acute context. And Mental Health Minnesota is really an organization that seeks to both promote that idea. We like to say kind of before stage 4, right? Before you have a stage 4 mental health crisis, that's where our organization wants to fit. We want to fit in that space before it gets that bad, to let everyone know that it's important for them personally.
I think it really came to the forefront during the pandemic, because everyone kind of got a little stir crazy.
Indeed.
And I think a lot of people then realized how important it was.
Yes.
And I think now is when people are going, hey, I guess I do need a hug. What's happening here?
Yes.
And people are starting to talk about it now, thank goodness.
Yes.
And Hutch and I have always been pretty open about it. I've had depression my whole life.
Yep.
And finally got it treated when I was, I think, 30s, when I finally said, I think that...
So just 6 months ago.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. And I remember going to the doctor and saying, look, I'm depressed. I think I need to do something about this. And they said, well, exercise is really helpful. I said, no, I go to the gym every day for hours, and I have for hours. It's not that. I really had to advocate for myself.
Yes.
It was so frustrating.
Yeah.
And thank God now people are talking about it, and that really is making a difference.
Yes.
Are you finding that that's obviously helping? But we have such a shortage now because people are saying, I need this.
Yes, we do.
A shortage of help.
A shortage of help, but that doesn't mean that there isn't some out there. One of the things that Mental Health Minnesota does, one of our services that we provide, is something we like to call the warm line. Which kind of communicates itself, right? It's not a hotline. This is not for some sort of crisis sort of thing. Although if you call with that, then certainly we will get you to the right place. But the warm line is really about connecting with other people who get it. It's staffed by certified peer specialists, folks who They themselves have lived experience with mental illness and mental health issues, and they have been trained and certified to be able to help others who have the same. So you can call with just like when you're having a bad day, or like you said, just kind of looking for someone else who gets what you're trying to say and can not only know what you're talking about, but then can also say, hey, here's some resources, or here's somewhere where you can go where, like, if your physician isn't quite getting what you're saying, this place will, or these people will. And it's an incredibly valuable service. One that it's completely anonymous. I don't have to say that I've called, but I've called. And when I do, I don't have to say, hey, I'm the board president. I'm just some guy who just wants someone to talk to because I'm having a bad day.
We've talked about this, is that there is such a demand for therapy, psychotherapy, all kinds of help. And sometimes people think, oh, it's a year wait, so I can't do anything now.
No, you can do it today.
Right, which is not true. And that's why you guys help, and you can help people in the right direction and give them great advice on where to go and who to see, dependent on what they need. For me, it's super important to show my kids, who are here right now, that a man, especially men, can go see someone and talk about their feelings and be mentally healthy, and that's okay.
Yeah, and that's very okay. And hey, if talking's not your thing, we do texting too. We meet people where they're at. If you're a teen, we have a special kind of warm line thing for teens, to talk to other, folks in that age range, right? Folks.
Do you have help for disgruntled Vikings fans?
No, so here's the thing I recently realized. You know how Minnesotans don't like to take like the last donut in the break room? That explains everything you need to know about Minnesota sports teams in the playoffs.
We appreciate the work you do, Patrick. Thank you for coming out.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you for helping us support this awesome event that we hope to have every single year. So thank you. Round of applause for Patrick, please. All right, we're gonna Carissa. Where's Carissa? Carissa, we're gonna hold off on.
There she is.
We'll wait for that in a second because I think the food's ready, right?
Oh, we're gonna do snack chat first.
All right, TJ, come on over. TJ's gonna join us for snack chat.
She is?
She has not had the food here yet.
Oh.
And I said, you know what, TJ, you're here. You drove all the way from 3 hours away. She lives 3 hours away. For some reason, she decided to move that far. Shannon, why don't you, or Kelly?
Oh, she's going to grab her.
Shannon, whoever.
Kelly's got the red hair.
Oh, you can sit right there, whoever.
And Shannon's here.
You're right there. You sit right there.
So joining us from O'Shaughnessy Distilling Company is Shannon Macera, who's Partnership and Engagement Director, and Kelly, who's one of the co-founders of O'Shaughnessy Distilling Company, and they happen to be sisters too. Yay!
All right, so
and TJ is our midday person on the station, so. And she hasn't had the food, so we need to make sure she enjoys.
If TJ walks up, she goes, I'm kind of hungry. And I go, listen, we got you covered here.
Yeah.
All right, so where are we starting?
You can grab that mic, and I'll share mine with you.
Perfect.
Where do you want to start? What do we have?
What are we having first?
What are we having first, team?
We're going to start, guys, as soon as our amazing chef and team bring our food out.
I would like to thank Staci and Hutch for being here today and for highlighting mental health here in Minnesota. We're super happy to be a part of today, excited that Andy Grammer is here, and that all of you guys have come to hang out and be a
give
part
it up
of
for
today.
Andy Grammer, by the way. Let me tell you something about Andy real quick. Andy didn't have to do this. Andy, his schedule's already full. And as soon as Staci and I said we want to host something about mental health, our boss said, I got your guy. And he called up, and Andy quickly, without hesitation, said, I'm there. When do you need me? So not only is Andy going to give you a hell of a performance, he is such a great guy that he's so busy that he decided to come here and just play for you guys. So just when he gets out here, he wants you to dance. He wants you to sing along. He wants you to have fun. So just know that. I told my son already he better dance, right? Are you going to dance? All right. There you go.
And here at O'Shaughnessy Distilling, we're all about having fun and bringing people together. That's why our family did this, because we love to entertain and we love to create a special place for people. So if you haven't been here before, welcome. And if you have been here before, thanks for coming again and thanks for being supporters. We always appreciate that. And
Do you want to do? We can do our quiz first.
Let's quiz.
Okay, so why don't? Okay, we'll bring you guys back then.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
quiz. Let's
All right.
quiz.
Carissa, come on up then.
If we need more time to get the food out. Sorry,
No, that's good.
we kind of threw you for a loop.
I gotta go back to my drink anyway.
Okay, you
all
go
right.
back to your beverage. Well, while we're setting up for our quiz, let me just tell you, I wanted to say again, thanks to Mattress Galaxy for being part of our sponsors today. And there is a close association, you guys, with mental health disorders and sleep. Mental health disorders tend to make it hard to sleep, and at the same time, poor sleep can contribute to the start of a mental disorder, and then it can make mental disorder problems worse. So it's a terrible circle because they're both the cause and then the consequence of mental health problems. So improved sleep can only be a benefit for you. So if you feel you're not sleeping well enough, now is a really good time to do something about that. And I suggest Mattress Galaxy. That's where I went, and they are one of our event sponsors today because they know how important mental health is, and their only goal is to help you sleep better. They have a very carefully chosen, non-commissioned team of sleep experts that listen to your needs, and they help you find the perfect fit for you. There's no pressure. They'll help you buy what you decide you want and when you are ready to buy it, which is very nice. And at their locations, you can register to win a brand new Tempur-Pedic adjustable smart base set, and they are celebrating their newest location right now in Woodbury. So you can shop their locations in Hudson, Hastings, New Richmond. Now the new one's in Woodbury. It's located between Woodbury Drive and Radio Drive and Hudson Avenue, right by the water tower, which is off 94. So you can sleep better now at Mattress Galaxy.
And we should say, by the way, if you're watching this 3 years from now, they might not be giving away that Tempur-Pedic.
True.
So
That's true.
also, after this podcast, if you're listening or watching, Staci actually talked with the people at Mattress Galaxy, and we're going to put that at the end of this podcast about how sleeping helps with mental health. All right, Carissa? Did you see the food? Take that one.
We haven't killed each other yet. Or I should say, I haven't killed him. Yum.
All right, so this is time for Pass or Play. We have 5 different categories. Staci and I can choose to answer the question or pass it. What are the categories, Carissa?
Well, this is my first time hosting, so let me know if I'm not doing it right. You guys are 11 wins for Hutch and 10 for Staci.
We're close.
Tight.
So the first one is a graveyard smash. Now I'll read the question.
No, you can read the categories and we'll pick what category you want to do.
Okay, all right.
Did someone else do this? Did our regular
Ross put this together.
Okay, Ross is our normal podcast producer. We don't make her do both.
I'm going back for more mushrooms.
Okay,
Let me sleep in. A graveyard smash. No jet lag here. Baby making time.
Oh God.
A long walk to Rochester.
I'll go first. Baby making time.
Okay.
I'm clearly a pro. I have 2. She has none. All right.
By design.
So I read you the question and the
Ask me the
4
question,
choices. Okay. Per the CDC, this month has the most births in America. Is it November, September, December, or August?
Okay, Valentine's Day's February. I'm going to play.
He's gonna
I'm
play.
going to say September. Final answer.
That is not correct.
Oh, I lose. What is it?
It is.
Don't
do
I
you want to
get
guess for
steal
fun?
it? No.
The point because I got it wrong anyway.
Okay, I think it's October. What was the choices again?
November, September, December, August.
I think it's November.
It's August.
Is it?
I guess so.
How weird.
Christmas babies.
Interesting. There.
People should be upset. That is the Jesus' day.
So Staci got a point on that one.
Yay.
All right, so you can choose from these categories: KS95 history, a long walk to Rochester, no jet lag here, a graveyard smash.
Oh boy. KS.
history.
I think I'll do KS95 history. We'll see.
Okay. Per the ever and always reliable Wikipedia, which one of these is not a past slogan for KS95? Always 95 and sunny, KS95. Great variety, great music, KS95. 80s, 90s, and today, or gentle is KS95.
Oh, man. If you guys worked with us,
I don't think I've ever heard gentle, so I'll say that one is the non-KS95 one.
That's not correct.
Really?
What?
That is so awful.
But it also is Wikipedia, so let's take it for what it's worth.
Right.
That's true.
What is the wrong one?
The never ever
the
slogan
second
was
one?
Great variety, great music, KS95.
All right, I'll do no jet lag here. We are tied at 1 apiece.
Okay. The Minnesota Vikings recently went to London and beat the New Orleans Saints. The Minnesota Vikings have never lost a game outside of America in the regular season or in the preseason. How many games have the Vikings won outside of the 50 nifty United States of America? Pass or play?
I'm already bored with the question.
I am passing. She will not know.
So your multiple choice are 2, 4, 6, 7.
4.
The answer was 7.
Yeah. All right, last one.
All right. We've got to do either a long walk to Rochester or a graveyard smash.
Is this your question to answer? Oh, graveyard smash.
The Monster Mash was originally banned in this country because it was, quote, too morbid. In what country was the Monster Mash originally banned? Was it Canada, Germany, the UK, or South Africa? Pass or play?
I don't think he knows this one. He's got a 1 out of 4 to figure that out. I'm going to pass it. I don't know if you know.
South Africa, final answer.
That's incorrect.
Oh, yay!
All right. Are we tied right now?
We're tied. This is the last question. It'll determine who wins.
The answer was the UK. So here's our last question. And this is up to Hutch whether you decide to pass or play.
Correct.
From University Avenue and 280, how long would it take you to walk to Rochester, Minnesota? 30 hours, 24.2, 41.7, or 50 hours?
I'm definitely passing. Clearly, I don't walk much, so I'm not going to know this one at all.
And this is according to Google Maps.
Okay. Give me the things quickly.
30 hours, 24.2, 41.7, or 50 hours?
24.2.
It was 30 hours.
Dang it!
I win! Yeah, round of applause for me.
Hutch wins, everybody.
You don't
kidding.
have
I'm
to.
joking. You don't have
You
to.
don't have to, just because he said it.
You should do it so he feels better.
Yeah, it's.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm alone at home all the time.
That was fun. Thanks for letting me be a part of your game.
Thank you. And round of applause for Free Willy here.
Yay!
If you don't know,
Oh, boy.
if you are not well aware of that nickname, please ask her about it.
Or just tell me a stupid joke. Might
And then
work.
She
Or
might
you
laugh.
go to my Instagram. There is a puppet show explaining the whole thing. And I said puppet show. Yes.
We want to thank again Mattress Galaxy, Mental Health Minnesota, and O'Shaughnessy Distilling Company. Thank you guys for coming out. I know people are going to meet Andy here in a second. And of course, if you want to hear more Staci and Hutch Say Too Much, our next week podcast will be up as well. Just go to KS95.
And TJ.
And TJ,
and
yes.
our spiller.
Yes, TJ, of course.
Our
By the way,
spiller.
yeah, TJ always fills in no matter where we need her. So
Exactly.
Spiller. Oh, Spiller.
She
Spiller and filler.
She
Okay,
spills
wow.
everything.
All right, thanks guys for coming out for Staci and Hutch Say Too Much.
How are your shoes? Are they okay? It's just wet. I got it up.
Hey everybody, it's Staci here, and I am with Suzanne from Mattress Galaxy, who is one of the owners of the stores. And you guys sponsored our first event, our mental health event we did with Andy Grammer, and it's music therapy. And one of the reasons you decided to do that with us was because of the mattress store. Obviously, sleep's important. Mental health is important. And I just learned this, that sleep and mental health are very closely tied. I did research, you guys. I did research, finding out that there's links to depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and lots of other conditions. And it doesn't seem like something I would have thought about right away, but when you think about it, mental health disorders tend to make it harder to sleep, obviously, and this is what you do for a living, because your brain activity fluctuates, because during your sleep. Lack of sleep, especially harmful for your emotional, because if you find yourself being really emotional, how'd you sleep last night? I might get a little over the top sometimes because I'm tired. And that is probably part of the problems. Lack of sleep, especially harmful for that. And this is, I mean, I'm being serious here now, a lot of mental health disorders and their severity, including the risk of suicidal ideas or behaviors, come up because of that. And sleep apnea, also that occurs frequently in people with psychiatric conditions, and it may detract from their physical health and heighten your risk of serious mental issues and distress. So, a lot of people have depression, myself included. 75% of depressed people show symptoms of insomnia.
Yes.
So,
Very common.
okay, let's talk beds then. Let's talk about helping people sleep better.
So the idea is trying to get into the better sleep environment, and part of that's not just the environment, that's something that's really focused on is the environment.
Right.
You know, you hear a lot of talk about weighted blankets and, you know, darkening shades, white noise machines, all of those pieces. Those are all super duper important, but if you're doing all of that with a mattress that isn't a perfect fit for you, you're not going to experience the benefits in the same way.
And poor sleep,
You're
I mean,
tossing and turning.
poor sleep will worsen your depression.
Yes.
And then they sort of feed off each other. That's kind of a problem
They do,
too.
yes, and that's one of the biggest things with the mental health and all the research that's out there. They talk about that piece,
Right.
is that one kind of leads to the other, and then one worsens the other, and it's like this
It's
horrific
an endless
cycle.
circle. Yeah, it's the worst. And anxiety disorders, if you've got anxiety, 20% of adults have that, 25% of teenagers have it. This one, I don't see the remote.
That's because you pick the only one
I
without
have
a
picked
remote.
the only bed that doesn't have
Yeah,
a remote.
literally the only bed.
Okay, this is the one that I always talk about, is the
Adjustable base.
adjustable
Yes.
base. Thank you.
Here, I'm gonna go over here.
You go over there.
I'm gonna go over here.
I'm just gonna adjust it while we're talking. This is the cool thing. You can do this, tilt the old head, tilt the feet, to get it perfect for you so you know exactly how you're gonna sleep great. If you've got, you know, a sore back or whatever, so that's gonna help you sleep. Other things, other sleep, you just come in and you talk to Suzanne and say, this is why I can't sleep. Or maybe you don't know.
A lot of times you don't know why you're not sleeping well. So that's one of the biggest things we do with our consults is talk about why you're not sleeping well. And it's not just me, my whole staff does that. So we kind of go into like what your big sleep concerns are, what you're trying to fix. Like when we were talking about your adjustable base.
Yeah.
Like what you wanted to be different, how
Right.
it was going to help you sleep better. So that's really the end goal, and that's the piece that's so different for everybody. Like what you're trying to fix, what you're trying to address. And a lot of times people walk in without really knowing what they're trying to address, and it's our job to listen
Right.
and help them figure out what it is that they're really trying to fix.
And then my phone, I have the sleep tracker, and it tells me how I slept, literally. And I was going to show that to you. There's a sleep coach, so I can look on there, and it tells me my heart rate, my breath rate, it tells me how the air purity is. When I got up, sometimes I don't remember I got up in the middle of the night to, I don't know, go to the bathroom or whatever. And it helps me figure it out, because you're thinking that maybe the mattress I have is too hard for me. I need a softer one because I'm a delicate flower.
And that's a really big thing. A lot of people associate mattress firmness with quality and support, and that's one of the biggest misconceptions in our industry. So a lot of times when people come in and they're struggling with something, the number one thing they need to do is get a still very supportive but softer bed. So that way
See?
they get better, deeper quality sleep. So the biggest thing you've shared with me about your sleep tracker is that showing you're not getting a lot of REM.
I'm not getting REM.
That's what you need to fix.
I need some REM. So if you are looking for a new mattress or a base, these people are the people to see. They don't work on commission. They work on education and helping you sleep better. Mattress Galaxy. Locations.
Oh, everywhere, almost. We have our oldest store in Hudson, we have one in Hastings, one in New Richmond, our brand new store is in Woodbury, and then we have our clearance center in Hudson, which all of our locations have access to for inventory. So,
Time for a nap.
and you can do that. We can get you a new bed today.
Same day delivery. Thanks, bye.